And now it's time for another Board Game Brawl unboxing with Nick Minahan, sponsored by BoardGameBliss.com. Hey folks, it is time for yet another unboxing. I swear this is the last one for a while. Two things I didn't want the channel to become exclusively known for were unboxings and previews, but unfortunately because of circumstances in the last couple of weeks, it just kind of happened. But I have to tell you, if this is my last one for a while, this one is a doozy, and I saved the best for last. Finally, for the most part, all of the expansions for Kingdom Death Monster, my #1 game as of my last top 100 list, have arrived. Now, I say for the most part because there are two notable exceptions to this. One of them is that this is almost 3 years ago at this point, when Kingdom Death Monster was actually up on Kickstarter, I was trying to show some small amount of restraint in buying expansions, and I decided not to buy one of them, the Lion God, because I thought it looked really stupid. I just hated the way the model looked. And again, I was trying to cut some chafe out of the budget there, which was ridiculous because I already spent way too much as it was. And I just thought the model looked really dumb. It had like a penis tail, whatever. Now I regret it though, because I still think the model looks kind of dumb, but I love the game and I want as much content as possible. And every expansion comes with different content, so I wish I hadn't done that. However, there is a silver lining. I should be getting a copy from someone else at some point in the near future, so not too worried about that. The other notable exception, though, for everyone is the biggest of the expansions, the Lantern Festival. This one is a little bit delayed because, of course, there's much more content in it, and everyone is eagerly awaiting this one, hopefully sometime this year, because it extends the life of the campaign of Kingdom Death Monster. You're only supposed to go to Lantern Year 25, and I guess I won't say anything in case you are new to the game and really don't want any spoilers, although pretty much everyone knows. But you get to that point in the campaign, and one way or another, it's pretty much the end of the campaign. But with the Lantern Festival, I don't know all the details. It will continue on past that with a lot more content. So that one's still in the works, but until then, for this unboxing, I have 9 fresh expansions, and I am excited about pretty much all of them. All of them. I'm just going to say all of them. There's a huge Dragon King. There's this weird, the Lonely Tree. There's a Slenderman model. Lots and lots of crazy stuff. All of them are new models, which means more stuff to put together, unfortunately. For some of you, that's fortunately, I'm sure. There's new content, new innovations, new battles, new equipment, all kinds of new stuff. Can't wait to dig into it. A review is going to be tricky. I usually say I'll get to a review as soon as possible. This is going to be tough. If this was a normal modular expansion and I had to play it enough to review it, I would just say, well, let's just cram everything into the game. We'll play it a couple times. I'll get the gist of it. I already know how to play the base game. We'll just try out all the expansion stuff. Can't really do that easily with Kingdom Death Monster. I have heard from other people who have already poured over all of the content from the expansions and have already received it, that you can't really throw it all in all at once. You can't. If you do, things just get broken and it's too messy. And sometimes maybe you just literally can't. I'm not sure. So I'm probably going to have to run multiple sessions of this, like multiple campaigns, if I survive long enough to encounter the content. That's another thing. As well, or maybe I can run little mock scenarios with just some of the content to experience the rules, but that kind of ruins the fun of exploration of the game. My point being, I don't know when I'll do an actual review of this stuff, but I plan to do it eventually. I just love Kingdom Death Monster, and I don't want to rush myself through it. I want to try to savor it and enjoy it and experience it the way it's supposed to be enjoyed, if I can even accomplish that, because there's just going to be so much content to go over. But in any case, let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. I will predict that you will see a lot of plastic and me just going crazy over all of it. Let's get to it. Okay, this is without a doubt the biggest box I've ever unboxed before. And it's kind of actually hard for my camera to get a real feel for just how much of it there is. It's a huge box. It's going to be huge. Heavy. I think the UPS account said it was like 18.5 pounds, something to that effect. So pretty impressive. Let's see. I don't have a cutting instrument, but I think I can probably take this apart with my bare hands like an animal. Okay, cool. This is giving me more trouble. There you go. Ow. That was not smart, as usual. Alright, this is probably a packing list. Let's take a look. Yes. Okay, so I just don't want to show my address, sorry. But, not sorry. Here is everything I have here. As I mentioned in my intro, the only thing I don't have here that everyone else probably will have is the Lion God, but I'll get that eventually. So, Dragon King, Sunstalker, the Lonely Trees, Spidicules, I never knew how you're supposed to say that. The Dung Beetle Knight, the Flower Knight, the Gorham Expansion, the Slenderman, and the Herald of Death. One of each. So, okay. There's that. Let's get on with it. Get on with it. Well, I can't even open this without hitting my camera. Hold on. Let's see. There you go. This is crazy. How am I going to do this? Okay, we'll figure this out. We'll work this out together. It looks like I'm a store, and my shipment just came in for the week. Here's the games I'll sell. Well, my apartment already looks like a store, so that's really not a stretch. A lady friend of mine is coming down to visit because she lives out of town, and said, hey, I'd like to visit Cool Stuff. And I said, my local Cool Stuff actually has less games than I do, so it's more impressive to just stay here and look at my collection. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull all these out because it's too unwieldy, and then we'll go through each box one by one and take a look at them. Wow, the big expansions. Okay. I know this is the least exciting part of the unboxing, but this is a bit unusual. Okay. Listen to... Those are all the bases. Tell how excited I am. I just love this game. I love all this stuff. Herald of Death, which consists of several different things, by the way. The Herald of Death is not just like one miniature, it's several different things. So we'll probably start there. But let's get rid of this. That's a nice box, actually. I'll probably keep that for something. Did anything just fall out? No. That was it. Alright. So now, to a more reasonable unboxing, bit by bit, let's get an actual bladed utensil here. Otherwise known as a knife. Okay, let's adjust a bit. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do the Herald of Death first. I'm going to open it. Let's see what's the best way to do this. Here we go. Raw, unedited unboxing. Okay. Trusty knives. More boxes. It's like those Russian dolls. Okay. Ow. Something just poked me. And not in like a friendly want to get to know you way. Okay. Well, there's a sprue sandwiched in between these. What might this be? With cards, that's no good. This is an armor kit. So this is the green armor. For sanity's sake, I'm probably not going to bust open everything unless we can't see the cool thing. But green armor. Alright, fine, I'll open it. We'll be here forever, though. That's fine. You had no place else to be, honestly, if you're watching this anyway. But, alright, I'm not going to show you maybe everything on the sprue, because, again, this is like the least impressive of what you're going to see. But there, just so you get an idea. Put that there. But let's open the pack of cards. Try not to destroy them too much. Sorry. This is not a great camera angle. Again, there's a lot of content here, so... But I didn't want to make 9 different videos either. So, something had to give. So there's green armor. And equipment. other, like the different constituent parts of it. The boots, gloves, plate, helm, Fetosaurus, Griswoldo. Nice. Okay, whatever. I can't fixate too much on these little things. I gotta move on to the big things. So, we'll do the Manhunter. This seems very interesting to me. Like, as a miniature, I'm not guessing this is going to be that impressive. But, as content for the game, this really piques my interest. As everything does, but even more so, I would say. I mean, folks, let me be very, very clear about this. Unless something horrifically something goes awry, this is so much content for this game. I could never be unhappy with it at this point. Alright, so here's the book. I guess I'll say spoilers in case no one wants to see anything. But I'm just going to kind of flip through it. Whoa, nice. More of the awesome artwork of the game. Sometimes it's just like beautiful artwork punctuated by extreme brutality. I had seen that picture before, but most of this is brand new to me. Come on, this is a family game. It's a family-style casual game. What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with any of this. Okay, so packing peanuts, the bane of my existence. Every one of these boxes. Let's see if I can show this off without taking it out of the bag, because it's going to take too long. That's him. That's him. That's the Manhunter. There's his hat. You can also use this for your Jonah Hex miniatures game. Alright, fine. I'm just going to have to dump the crap out. Okay. Wow. I don't even know how I'm going to start to organize this. I guess I'm saving the boxes for now. Okay. By the way, guys, we're through one. Like, we're not even through one of the expansions. This is going to be a long unboxing. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be. Again, I'm just trying to rush through these as quick as possible. If people don't want spoilers, I can understand that, but for people who are curious about what's in the content of the game, like how much stuff you get, this might be a little more valuable. For people who are already getting this stuff and are just trying to whet their appetite, maybe they don't want spoilers as much. So this is the Lion Knight. I'm really excited for all of the knights that we get. Flower Knight, the Dung Beetle Knight. The Dung Beetle Knight, strangely, I'm kind of the most curious about. But actually, that one was... he went into a lot of depth about that during the Kickstarter. That was like... Dung Beetle Knight was revealed like when I hopped onto the Kickstarter. And it being my very first Kickstarter, I kind of just absorbed as much as I could. Alright, so maybe we won't go through this whole book. There's that artwork. Oh, man. And it's interesting, too, because I already... I never showed that off. Maybe it's worth showing that off. Hold on a second. I'll time-lapse this. Okay, here, so this is what I did to my core rulebook, for anyone that's curious. This has been going around the forum, so a lot of people have done this. I got the idea from other people. I had it cut and spiral bound. I happened to work at a print shop, so it was very easy for me to do this, but you can go to a Kinko's and get it done, I think. I just had a professional do it. I had a lamination cover on the fronts to protect it from smudges, and a black matte lamination on the back because the back covers black anyways, so it doesn't really matter for me to show anything off. And then because I cut it close enough to the edge, there's no loss of artwork. Let me actually show you that. Oh yeah, that's a good one to show. So you see no loss. But I bring this up though because I don't know how I'm going to do this with all the expansion content. I mean, it's easy to unspiral bind a book and then add to it, but should I do that? I don't know. Make a second book with all the expansion content? Maybe. Ooh, tiles. Woohoo! And nice base with... Yeah, so here's the Lion Knight. Again, I'm sorry, guys, if you really wanted to see it unobstructed without the plastic. There's just too much for me to go through in one video, so I'm just going to have to make this as quickly as I can. Probably this will still end up being 40 minutes. But really, really cool. Whole stack of cards for the Lion Knight, which, again, I won't show you just because of spoilers. Alright, let's move on. We're through one expansion, folks. One expansion. This is crazy. I probably should have done this as separate videos, but it's okay. Alright, this is Gorham. This is the Gorham expansion, which is really weird looking, baby looking monster. Maybe there'll be a good picture of him, I'm sure, in this book to show you what the hell I'm talking about. There's the Church of Gorham, I think. That thing. There you go. I guess it's not a baby, but whatever. Ah, there's the picture I know. Alright, and then this miniature should look, even on the sprue, quite impressive. Yeah, boy, I have no idea where to even put this stuff as I open it. There's so much of it, and packing peanuts in every box, which, by the way, I understand. There's a new shop, Gorham Chemists, and there's a new settlement event in there too. And yeah, here's... Oh, that's the regeneration suit pinup is in there too. I guess that was free. So not game content, but sort of. And there's the parts of the Gorham. It looks like half elephant, half there's a baby face. Wow. Alright. And a bunch of cards too, including the Gorment armor. Sorry, guys. Alright. Moving on. We gotta keep moving on. Flower Knights. So the next one will be the Flower Knights. Yeah, I'm being pretty unceremonious about it. I know people are cringing. That's okay. Again, chances are I'm just going to cut these books apart anyways and combine them together one way or another. Ooh, a lot more story in this one. I cannot stress enough how much I love the artwork in this game. Even like the brutally horrific stuff is still very well done, but this type of artwork from this particular artist is amazing. God, it's so good. I want like art prints of everything and then just, you know, put them on rotation in my apartment. I cannot stress that enough how great it is. And if you don't vote for it for there's just his dividers. If you don't vote for it for like best artwork in the Golden Geek Awards, you're wrong. You're wrong. Something stupid will win anyways, but whatever. New tiles, it's cool, it's really cool. Lots of new gear cards. Did that one fall out of this box? Probably. Healing potion. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I'll stress it again. I just don't have time to go through every single pack of cards, and people wouldn't really want spoilers anyways. But hopefully this gives you a sense of just how much stuff even like the quote-unquote small expansions, what they all have. Man, I wish I had a better way to get rid of the packing peanuts. Soon it will be overcome with packing peanuts. Next up is the Slenderman. This was a one people were really excited about. This was a stretch goal, as so many things were. Stretch goal based on like pop culture and stuff. So there's a lot of anime characters, which I did an unboxing for before, like Guts. And there was stuff like this. And he's really long and spindly. I'll open this one. See the long like tentacles and stuff. Sorry, that's not the best. Really cool. Okay, and then take out his book and look at that. I mean, I didn't even expect there to be this much content for each of these things, but it's great. Wow. Storyline stuff. I mean, think of how much time it took just to do the artwork for this game. Anyone complaining about the amount of time it took, how can they say that in the scope of this game? I don't care how long it took. I'm just mercifully glad to even have it. It's great. I will totally be a shill apologist for this game at this point. Path of Gloom. And this one is the Gloom-Coated Arrow. Gloom, gloom, gloom. This is the Goth expansion. Other Knight, the Dung Beetle Knight. Da 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 da. Puppy Power. Puh. Which will win out? Expansions or packing peanuts on my table? I think the packing peanuts have already won and have put the expansions into... they've routed them. They're in full retreat. Okay. Enough that I have to do the actual busting open off camera. Okay, let's see. Let's do the book. And while this video is processing, I'll actually clean up as best I can at 4 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I'm a maniac. There's the Dung Beetle Knight. He rolls around a giant ball of resin dung. Sure. Look at that, man. That looks like something the Guyver fought. I know that one. That's Zector. I love that artwork. That's really good artwork, too. So, not everything from this artist, I think, is the best, although it's still really good, but I like this particular piece a lot. So, okay. And then I didn't actually look at the miniature, so let's do that. So many cards. Guys, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What a time to be alive as a gamer. I told a friend of mine that it is possible this game has just ruined me for other games. Like, even if I try not to, because it's completely unreasonable to compare the Wet Resin Crafter. It's completely unreasonable to compare other games to this. And yet I must, because I have to. And how can you? It's so great. There's his dung ball. His resin dung ball. Kind of makes those Games Workshop games I unboxed earlier in the week look like big piles of crap. Okay, what are we going to do next? Spidicules. You know which one we're saving for last, right? If you're a Kingdom Death fan, you know which one I'm going to save for last. But these are the 4 big expansions. We are into it. I'm going to ruin my teeth opening boxes for this channel. I'm telling you. book. And yes, it is maybe a few pages thicker. Spidicules. Naked chick? Yes, of course. Oh, no, that's right. It's got like a thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be misremembering. There it is. Spidicules. It puts out like a lure or something, right? Maybe I'm thinking of the Gorham. So good! So cool. Okay, cool. Oh god. Oh god, I'm having panic attacks. Especially since I've read on the forums that people are like missing legs, don't know how to put them together. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Look at this. Okay, well whatever. It'll work itself out. More stuff. Oh gosh. The pile of garbage. I'll show you when we're all done. Not really garbage. I mean, I don't know. I don't have room for this stuff. I'm going to have to put this stuff back in its boxes once I like sort it all out. Which one is this? This is the Silk Mill. Cool. Oh, so much stuff. I haven't even plumbed the depths of the base game. But I'm happy I have it all. But oh, wow. I don't know. Okay, you're going to wait. Let's do the Lonely Tree. The Lonely Tree, yes. They'll save the two that I'm actually most excited for last. Alright. This one's harder. This is actually different shrink wrap. Interesting. I know my shrink wrap. Did this for years. Wow. Okay. Got it. I know, it's not fascinating. You don't see it on camera. It's like, what's going on? We'll open this one from the bottom just to be different. Okay. The book. The Lonely Tree. There's the Lonely Tree, guys. It looks really lonely. Whoa! Wow. Look at that hair. Anyways. Is this mostly story? I won't spoil it for you. But then there's some stuff. And then there's a showdown. Okay. So this one doesn't look... This one might just be mostly cosmetic, but... Of course, everything cosmetic still has a ton of stuff to put together. Oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay. So that's... I'm just hoping I don't accidentally throw anything away when I get rid of all these packing peanuts. This is actually from Spidicules. Spidicules. See, that's what I'm talking about. This small stuff is getting missed. Okay. And, back. What do I have this dog for? Shouldn't she be cleaning for me? Well, whatever. Oh, there goes the something or others. Surprise. Alright. Now, where's that knife at? Let's not do that. You guys are going to see the time code on this before you start the video and be like, 40 minutes? What the fuck? Wow, this is the thickest book yet. It might just be mostly story content, but also, I don't know if this miniature is like the original Sunstalker. I think it's exactly the same as the original Sunstalker miniature, but there was... she looks very unconcerned about being bitten in half. I'm just saying. Like, that happened. Another impressive weaponry. This is beautiful artwork, too. But in any case, this... Ooh, neat. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to spoil it for myself, either. Okay, cool. In any case, this is if this is exactly the same as the boutique miniature, the non-gaming one before the game was around, it was really creepy, but not quite as creepy as the Wet Nurse. The Wet Nurse still kind of has the market cornered on creepy. This is worth opening, I think. We're getting into the really impressive stuff. Well, there's only one left after this, so... And we have some time. Maybe this won't be quite 40 minutes or close to it, though. Okay. This is all armor kit stuff. That's not as impressive. Well, you know what you're in for when you get this. That looks like a saucer. Yes, here. That's its penis. No, I don't know that for sure. Could be, though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, though. Like, I thought the original miniature for this had, like, naked pregnant chicks attached to it by umbilical cords. But, which still, maybe I'm thinking of the Wet Nurse. I don't know. One of them does. Maybe I shouldn't have opened that. Okay, one last one. This is the one that everybody was the most excited for. Oh, wait, I didn't dump out the stuff from the inside of this. Whoa! Yeah, the Sunstalker has a lot of extra stuff with it. A whole other gameplay mode, apparently. Which is really cool. Sky Reef Sanctuary. Are you getting a better impression why it might be a bad idea, Secret Fighting Art, to just mix everything together at once? You really don't think you can do that. So perhaps you'll understand why I don't get to a review of the expansions quite in a timely manner. Alright, one last one. It is, of course, the Dragon King. I am, of course, the Lizard King, so it works out. This is the one that everyone was excited about the most. I suppose I was too. Because it's just like the most impressive of the miniatures when it's assembled, at least. Maybe I'll do a separate video of everything assembled in 5 years. Maybe. Might be longer. And it's also a sort of an indicator of how much of a good deal we all got on this game and its expansions. Because this miniature alone, people are estimating will be like over $100 just for it. Which I can understand, seeing the promotional images of it and people who have already assembled it. Nice. That's amazing. There is him in his human form. There is him. Okay, very cool. But let's see something presumably cooler. Oh boy, look at this. I couldn't even imagine that was a scope. That's actually bigger than I imagined, and it's not even together yet. What? Hold on a second. We'll bust this open. Give me a moment. What? And more stuff. Poor Bugbear is like trying to navigate around all this crap. This is the Dragon Armory. There you go. But let's open this bag, huh? What do you say? There's a base. I love Poots. Don't we all? This is... What? Craziness. Look at this thing. It's insanity. I mean, such high quality and detail. I don't know if this is comparable to Games... I mean, it's got to be comparable to Games Workshop. And I don't know where exactly it falls down in level of technical expertise, but to my eye, these are like the finest miniatures I've ever seen. See, the rest of this is armor kits, which aren't that interesting. Except, no, here's more Hornage. and stuff. Oh, and like his Tyrant model should be on one of these too. Okay, I think we can probably call it here. This is the longest, probably the longest unboxing I've ever done. And here's the aftermath of this. Just piles of stuff. As if I didn't already have a problem with piles of stuff in my apartment. Here's... Yeah, so this is going to take a while to clean and a while to do everything involved with it. But I will do my best. That's just stuff. I'm very, very excited. I hope everyone gets a chance to try not only the base game, but all of this cool stuff in the future. But who knows? Eventually this will be available at retail, but don't break your back trying to get it. It's fine. I don't want to coerce people into going into debt just to get this game. But it does look pretty amazing, doesn't it? Thank you so much for watching. Take care.